Okay, fifth graders, here's a video for today's homework. Again, this is a review of chapter 14, and it's pages 585 and 586. So number one, it says, what's the ordered pair for point Y? You guys could do that. Number two, which point is located at 5, 2 on the coordinate grid? I mean, you could do that. 3, you can do. 4, you can do. It says, what's the ordered pair for point P? Well, this is what they're talking about right there. So just remember to list the X value first. Number 5 here, it says, each year Jeannie records the height of a tree grown in her front yard. The graph below shows her data. So here, the X value is time, it's years, and the Y value is the height. And so here's the question. What does the point 1 question mark represent? This is the point they're talking about right there. What does that represent? Well, what's the 1 represent? What's that represent? That's the year. Well, what does the 5 represent? I'm not going to answer that. You guys should be able to do that. Number 6, it says, explain how to graph the point 6, 4 on a coordinate plane. Well, whenever you explain a point on a coordinate plane in quadrant 1, and this is quadrant 1, what we've been dealing with, always start with the origin. And so 6, 4, where you're going to move, what do you list first? The X. You're going to move how far to the right? How many places? Well, it tells you right there. And then you're going to go vertically along the Y-axis. How far? So I'll let you guys put that in your own words. Let's see here. Next page. Draw a map on the coordinate plane. Shows the park and this house, soccer field, graph. Yeah, you could do all that. That was number 7. Number 8. Yesterday, Billy earned $30 trimming hedges for Mrs. Grant. Today, he'll earn $10 an hour for weeding her garden. If he weeds her garden for 8 hours, that's a lot of weeding. How much in all will he earn? How much in all will he earn? Okay. So tomorrow when we meet, I will ask you guys the answers to these questions. I'll just randomly pick names, and we'll see who's got them. Let's see here. You should be able to do that. Number 9, how is graphing 0, 12 different from 12, 0? Well, in this one, what does that 0 represent? That's the X. In this one, what does the 12 represent? The X. So however you want to phrase that, but there is a big difference between 0, 12 and 12, 0. Number 10, what does the ordered pair represent? Let's see. What ordered pair represents the point where the x-axis and the y-axis intersect? What is the name of that point? Well, where do they intersect? Okay. And somebody asked me about this today. The 3 vertices of a rectangle are located at 1, 4. Well, let's go ahead and do that. So 1 and then 4, 1 and then up 4. And I'm just going to label it 1, 4. And then 1, 2. So 1 and then up 2. I'll put 1, 2. Remember, the X value is always first. And then 5, 2. 5 and then up 2. So there's the next one. 5, 2. What are these 3 vertices of a rectangle? 3 vertices of a rectangle are located at those coordinates. Graph and label each of the 3 vertices below. Well, you're going to be doing it right there in your book. I just did it right here for you. Remember, vertices are the corners of something. So if I was to draw, let's say, a rectangle right here, okay, these 3 corners are the vertices. If I was to draw a triangle, these 3 corners are the vertices. So that's what they're talking about, vertices. All right. Is there any more, or was that it? Yeah, I think that's it. I don't have all the answers for all the choices here you have for A. They got cut off, but you guys should be able to do these. So I will see you guys tomorrow.